No waiting for motivation, right? Talked about procrastination before, doing stuff last minute, maybe not doing stuff when you're supposed to do it, anything like that. But, no waiting for motivation, where we have to, kind of start seizing the moment, right? Especially if you happen to be, I'd say 35 and older, you want to start seizing the moment. You want to be able to say, hey, look, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to get done. Let me get to it. Even if it takes some years, let me get to it. I know even me, like a person who's had a gym membership for years, where I should be, like a baby Arnold Schwarzenegger, something like that, right? But you know what I mean, because I was on off. You know what I'm saying? And you know what it was based off of? Because I was waiting for motivation. I was waiting to be motivated to go to the gym. Oh, well, Greg, you getting a little more pudgy, or Greg, you such and such and such and such, or you know what I mean? You would look nice if you was like 15 pounds lighter and all that stuff. So I was always waiting for the motivation as opposed to being motivated by the end results, right? So we'll make all kinds of excuses for ourselves, to not do something, or what, let me put this off until tomorrow, or I'm just not feeling this right now, or I'm tired or whatever. And the thing is that what I've realized, especially growing up, I remember sometimes people would say, you know what, if I had as much money as him, I'd just be cool. I wouldn't do anything. I'd just fall back, or it's my day off. I'll just fall back. Wrong, wrong way of thinking. Because guess what? The people who are the most successful people, what do they keep doing? They keep going, right? You look at somebody like Denzel. Denzel has been rich for a very long time. He's been getting 20, $30 million a movie for a very long time. But you know what? He still is making movies. Now in his 70s, he's saying that he's going to retire, but that's after he's put in over 40, 50 years of work, hard work, and work that has been fruitfully rewarded to him in large paychecks. So at any time, he could have said, hey, look, you know what? I'm finished with this. But people who are highly successful, or who want to be highly successful, the ones that we should look towards, the grind never stops. So I just want to say to you, even on this day, let's be motivated. Let's try to do something that maybe we weren't going to do before. Like I've told you before, I want to do karate, just some different stuff like that. And eventually one day I'm gonna come over here and tell y'all, look, I signed up for martial arts. I'm telling you, right? But motivation, even earlier, I was expecting a certain amount of a check, let's just say it like that, that I thought that I'd be receiving for something from a company. And guess what? I didn't get it, right? Did it piss me off? Yes, it pissed me off. But guess what? I can't not do what I'm supposed to do. I can't not go and do some of the things that I want to do. Of course, I'd have been able to do more things, right? But the thing is that, and like I tell a lot of my friends, I do not count anything until it's in my hands, until I actually see the check has been deposited or whatever on the screen. Then to me, it's just a dream. But I got to keep going. We got to keep going, right? Because if you go solely off of motivation, and I'm no motivational speaker or anything like that, because as I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me, right? But the thing is that you still have to continue to go, because motivation is one of those things, is like, what are we motivated by ultimately, right? We all want to pay our bills and stuff like that. But you ever think about the times when you've done overtime and you say, whoo, I did all right, I'm cool. You know what I mean? I'm chilling. You know what I mean? So, money cannot be the sole motivation. Like there has to be other things, other passions, other things that fuel you, even if it's just becoming a better person, even if it's you seeing something that you haven't seen. I know, like even me, living in a huge city, very, very rarely do I even go downtown and see things downtown that I haven't experienced before, right? Or trying to do something even in my own city that I might not have thought was cool 20 years ago or whatever, but really could have been something that I could have really taken something from, or shown the kids, my kids or anything, right? So motivation, a lot of times, is fleeting because it's only typically dependent on what that one goal in mind is, right? As opposed to the more successful people, the people that keep going at it, it's never over, right? The motivation for them never stops. They always keep going. So I just want to say to you, hey, listen, am I still pissed off about the check? Oh, heck yeah, I am. But guess what? It's okay because you know how it is. When stuff comes, is usually when you need it the most. So guess what? You stay motivated to keep going on and doing whatever it is you need to do, right? And remember, there's no waiting for anything. There's no waiting for anybody. Who you waiting for? Like even me, who was I waiting for? I've always put it off on a lot of other people. Who was I waiting for? Why was I waiting? Dumb, right? Nah, but guess what? It's time now because we're all smart. So sometimes you got to hear it to feel it, right? But hey, you work hard, you do what you need to do, you motivate me, because guess what? I'm going to try to motivate you. And you know what that? Until next time, live life. Don't let life live you.